Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. 6.35 has dropped, and Hildebrand has more business for us to attend to. So let's get at it. All right, we are live. Okay, we are live. Delian is ready to embark on another crusade for the truth. What suspiciously auspicious timing. I was just thinking of you, and suddenly you appear. As I'm sure you recall, Master Poo-Poo claimed his purpose in coming to our world was to search for a missing comrade, which is, of course, merely a cover for his true objective, laying the groundwork for a full-scale invasion. But I understand the skeptical masses will demand proof of this sinister operation. Thus did I decide to bide my time, keep my eyes open, and let things play out. And no sooner had I resolved to do so when I received word concerning the inspector. It seems they've made progress in tracking down our alien friend's friend. This could be my chance. I say my chance, but I can hardly stand against this cosmic conspiracy alone. You're coming along, yes? The truth will out, or something truth adjacent at very least. Then let us be on our way. They were headed to Palakistan, and we don't want to miss even the smallest development. My loyal associates, come to admire the spectacle of inspection, have you? As well you should. Look, Master Poo-Poo. He's come to help. I don't remember what voice I gave this guy. Thank you. You're too kind. You speak our language now. No echo or universal translator what's-its required? It was no great chore to master your tongue. The grammar and syntax is relatively simplistic. Such a terrifying intellect. What hope do we have to prevail against it? So, how did you narrow down the search to this particular area, exactly? Why, my tried and true inspector's sense, my dear fellow. All the perceptible and imperceptible signs pointed me in this direction, although they did neglect to include a precise location. For that, we must rely on another tried and true inspecting technique, interrogation. Spread out, everyone, and question the locals of any poo-poo-shaped sightings.
Do you see him? Oh, there he goes running.
Yep, I see him.
Okay.
I forgot that I needed to look for him, but I see him.
Right off the bat.
Runs right by us too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, before I talk to anybody, I'm going to see if I can find where Nashu is standing and seeing if he's hiding nearby. Okay, Nashu is over here. But I don't seem to see him anywhere.
Oh,
Wait, nope, I see him. He's up here on the stairs.
Nice.
He is, of course, unclickable, though.
Yeah.
If I may, have you perchance come across a individual resembling this delightful blue ragamuffin here? Nashu's falling asleep. No, no, the syrup goes over the pancakes. Now that you mention it, I did see something like that in the west of the shroud. Might have mistaken it for a small child, if not for the way it moved. Sort of furtive scamper. Creepy. I really need to do some of these side quests just so they're not on my map. Oh yes, I spotted just such an odd little creature in the jungle on my way back from the city markets. Only it wasn't alone. It was in the company of a rather unusual gentleman. Sickly pale he was, and radiating an unpleasant smell. I felt obliged to keep my distance. Actually, didn't need to mount up. We gotta go talk to Manderville first. Have your investigations borne fruit? My own carefully crafted queries placed an individual of Master Poo-Poo's proportions at the south of the shroud. To the west, your sources say. I ask around. There have been few sightings in the jungle, somewhere to the north. We have sightings to the north, the south, and the west. Then that must mean Master Poo-Poo has more friends here than he realized. I thought he was going to insist we need to go east. I am not that gregarious. I have precisely one friend on this world. Could it be doppelgangers? No, too obvious. It's more likely the same alien wandering the jungle being spotted in different locations by different eyewitnesses. Which just means we need to... can't believe I'm suggesting this. Split up and search the whole area. A fair proposition. Very well, then. Oh, we launching a search party? Oh, I thought that was Manderville speaking, not Gilbert or Godbert. Father, have you been following me? Nothing of the sort. I was engaging in feats of physicality while my mind grappled with the mysteries of the Mandervillian weapon forging, hoping to turn perspiration into inspiration, as it were. But I am afraid the burning fields' wooden men are poor muses when compared to the stimulus of a worthy opponent provides. Mayhap if I join you and the indomitable warrior of light in your endeavor, I then happenstance will deliver the challenge I require. You are continuing the case of the silent correspondent, yes? Have you need of an extra pair of eyes? As many as you can spare. I was about to assign teams to search, as a matter of fact. This village sits in the shroud's east, so let us divvy up the remaining directions, shall we? Nashu and I will head south. Ares and Master Poo-Poo will go to the west, if you please. DeLorean, you and my father have the north. That's Delian. Also, the shroud of the Sangha is awfully big. How are we to keep in contact, much less coordinate our efforts? I had special link pearls made for just such an occasion. We could chatter in each other's ears as much as we like. Are you mad? The Charlians will listen in on everything we're saying. Really? All the way out here? I shouldn't think their hearing is that good, but seeing as you mislike link pearls so much, Lord Godbert can hold on to this one for your team. Link pearls. What tremendous foresight. Now, let us proceed with our investigation. The inspector wishes us to search in the west of the jungle, yes? I will follow your lead. Okay, I was a little bit confused when they were talking about the shroud, because I thought they were talking about the black shroud. But no, they're talking about this place.
I thought I was vulnerable because I didn't have my carbon clout.
A river flowing right at our feet. Many stars have I visited in the cosmos, but precious few have such a bounty of water as this one. Your home is a rare treasure. I see no trace of my comrade. What of these black-furred beings? Are they friends of yours? Fellow people of Aetheris? They are a type of Sasquatch, by which I mean no. There's a greater variety of species here than I anticipated. I shall have to collect more samples. Let's keep moving. Rock formations on this island remind me of my home star. They have the same vibrant hues and the same stark beauty. If only... But never mind that. We have a friend to find. Suspicious. No sign of my friend here either. But these white-furred individuals, they are surely one of your civilized races, yes? I want to go with option 2, but I'm going with option 1. Those are beastkin. Monkeys. I find it difficult to tell the difference. One semi-intelligent life form is much the same as another. Well, never mind. Moving on.
Rude.
The exact same response.
Nothing. Not even a little burnt circle in the grass. The friend I'm looking for, we grew up together. We were always together. We even shared the same dream, to roam the great expanse of the cosmos. We worked hard and supported one another until we both had starships of our very own. Then the universe was ours to explore. How fleeting that feeling of triumph. Ah, but that is another tale entirely. I simply wish to express how dear this friend is to me. Hello? Is this thing on? This is Nashu. We think we may have found Poo-Poo's friend. Come to Perusa as quickly as you can. Yes, let's take my starship. It's the fastest way. Meanwhile, at Perusa. Hail, dear comrade, Master Poo-Poo. We come in peace. Pray reveal yourself. Wait, you're the Mandragoras. I know that gentlemanly overlord's voice. He got new clothes.
Yeah.
Master Zombabrand, they said you were trapped in slumber, but I rejoice to see that is no longer the case. Gods, it's one of the Walking Dead! Greetings, friends. I am a proud member of the Gentle Dead Men and disciple of Master Zombiebrand. What brings you here to Thavnair? And in the company of Lanoskia's infamous vegetable menace, no less. Allow me some few precious moments of your lifespan to explain. It was a time when the maggots in my skull grew restless and wriggly. Tales of spoiled seedkin terrorizing the region of Bosja reached our undead fraternity, and so on their behalf, I traveled afar to recruit a rotten mandragora. After making his acquaintance, this festering fellow wished to introduce me to his brethren, who he assured me were no less rotten. Thus did I make next for Lanoskia, that I might extend a fetid hand of friendship. When I arrived, however, I learned that one of their companions had been abducted by a strange flying vessel. What was a gentle dead man to do but aid in the search? I turned to the Thavnarian truth. that reliable bastion of supernatural rumor mongering, and lo and behold, an alien craft matching the Seedkin's description had been spotted here on this isle. Needless to say, we embarked on our journey forthwith. Ah, one of our faithful readers. I'm pleased to see that even in undeath, the hunger for truth is not wholly subsumed by the hunger for brains. So, we find ourselves on the case of the misappropriated Mandragora. This abductor will not evade my powers of discernment. Soon we'll need a case to carry all these cases. An abductor. I have a feeling we won't need to look far. So did Nashu call us as soon as she saw one of the Mandragoras?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that may have been me.
Yep, he looks like he's been probed.
Forgive me for taking your friend. In my samples collecting frenzy, I might have mistaken him for an edible plant of some kind. Understandable. You would not be the first to confuse a mandragora with a salad ingredient. The main thing is that he has returned to us unharmed and uneaten. All's well that ends well. Now, if you will excuse us, we should be getting back to Thanalan. Rotting flesh and humidity is an unpleasant combination. My apologies, Master Pew Pew. We seem to have missed the mark this time, but I swear to you, I shall not rest until you are reunited with your comrade. I almost believed your keen inspector's sense to be a form of prognostication, but it really was just following your gut, and I'm afraid vague inspectorial feelings will take us only so far. We have an entire world to search, and for that we need, oh, I don't know, a veritable army of inspectors. Oh, why did you have to say that?
Mm-hmm.
An army of inspectors. Of course, I can simply clone a multitude of Hildebrands as I did before. No, let's not do anything rash.
Isn't that what we're trying to go after? Is one of the copies of him that got away with the other dude's buddy?
Maybe.
Oh.
Oh dear. The ship's matter duplication facility has been temperamental for a while, and now it's broken down completely. This clone is the last it will ever produce.
very Lego-y.
Mm-hmm.
$16-bit, no, 32-bit monster.
Name. My name is Brandihild. Inspector Brandihild? Why is he so blocky? The cloning process must have failed partway through. Allow me to euthanize this abnormality. Now, let's not do anything rash. Unlike my former replicas, this one is highly unlikely to be mistaken for me. And seeing as we are looking for extra helpers, I say we press this undefined fellow into service. Welcome to the team, Inspector Brandihild. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Godbert, what are you doing with that?
I was thinking the same thing.
You gotta fix his son's mistakes. Plus, that guy reminds me of Holly, from Red Dwarf. I don't know if you ever watched Red Dwarf, a British comedy.
Never watched it, but I am familiar with it.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of memes out. Well, yeah, memes out there.
Made quite a mess of that temple ruin, but thanks to Father, it looks as good as new. Or would that be as good as old? In any event, I look forward to tracking the remainder of the case with my charming new contemporary. I am delighted to be a part of it. Ah, look how shy he is. Oh, that's not true. Oh, look how shy he is. He really is very charming. An unperturbed Hildebrand seeks to resume his search for Poo-Poo's comrade. An unexpected but invaluable addition to our ranks. With our numbers thus bolstered, I say we ready once more to dive into the fray. Perhaps, but what of our strategy? We need a new approach. If I may. Assuming Master Poo-Poo's acquaintance pilots a craft of similar design, then might we not instead attempt to locate the starship? Such a striking vessel will have drawn more attention than the comparatively tiny being in question. He has a point. The truth receives a large number of reports from readers claiming to have observed unidentified flying objects. We could review said reports, those that meet the criteria of shiny, silver, and saucer-like naturally, and then remove instances which we know to have been Master Poo-Poo. That should narrow things down considerably. Indeed, what a fantastic idea! Ha ha! That's the kind of brilliance one might expect from one's clone. I was about to make the very same suggestion. Well done, Inspector. I hope I have not overstepped my bounds. I am but a shadow of the original, after all. I have a stack of back issues stored in the workroom I use in the city. You can help me sift through them, and cross off of the sightings that were definitely him. Shall we? Uh-oh. Have we accidentally made a competent Hildebrand?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I left somebody
Bye-bye.
behind.
I got left behind. I was trying to find my button. There we go.
I need just a minute.
All right. Well, that was interesting. It said, which Razat do you want? I said, I don't care. And it put us in 2, even though 2 had far more people in it.
Weird.
Click your own name. No. The line, the blue line.
Hey, Zora. Mm-hmm.
Find a little off, Bill.
Yep, I found him again. Welcome back, Emo. He's actually clickable this time.
Oh.
I mean, don't mind me. Just keeping a watchful eye on Miss Nashu. You never know what kind of unsavory knaves are out there.
Speaking of,
Uh-huh.
or nut job.
Nashu says, Inspector Hildebrand inspected Inspector Brandehild with unexpected introspection. Ow, I think I just twisted my tongue.
Yes.
Dorian has taken Master Pew Pew to peruse his store of past publications. Let us enjoy a brief interlude until they return with the results of their investigation. We finished going through all the back issues. If we discount the areas we know Pew Pew has to have visited, it turns out there was only one other sighting of a flying saucer, in Garlemald. The account itself was sent to me by an Imperial soldier named Numerius, who appears to be a loyal fan of the truth. All the way from the Empire, your publication has an impressively wide readership. Our audience has always been universal. After all, the desire to know the unknown transcends all borders and creeds. The saucer was spotted during the Imperial War of Succession. Beyond that, there were no meaningful details. And we must visit this soldier fellow in Garlemald and wring from him the entire tale. I agree. This is our only lead, and we've no choice but to follow up on it. The cat broke a glass.
Yeah, he's gone.
Of course, he has gone wherever Nashu has gone.
Yeah. Yeah, broke.
Just now doing a quick check to see if he's around here. I don't see him yet. Doesn't mean he's not here, though.
Dummy.
Huh?
Yeah, he's over by the tree right here.
Oh, I didn't even see him.
I've been saying that like 12 times, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm muted, and I turn it on, and I turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on. Anyways, yeah.
Everyone present and accounted for. Ah, we appear to be missing Master Delian. My apologies, but I had a hunch that I thought might save us some time. I spoke with some contingent officers, you see, and our Numerius is on the roster of allied Imperial troops. That does certainly make things easier. And were they able to point you in the direction of this Numerius chap's posting? Yes, Numerius is currently with his unit, organizing the supply dump at Forum Patents. We should head over there and hope we can spare a few moments to talk. The chill here seeps right into your bones. How are you all not shivering in that unseasonal attire? A Manderville man on a mission feels neither heat nor cold. I'm not sure how one's frame of mind can overcome the reality of frostbite, but then again, reality always seems relative around Mandervilles. Amen, dude. Amen. Hello? Is there Numerius here? I'm Delian, the editor-in-chief of the Thabnerian Truth. I've come to follow up on your eyewitness account. The editor-in-chief himself. What an honor. I wish there was more to the story, but everything I know was in my submission. I'm not left to tell. Unless you've something else to share. Didn't you say you saw the saucer as well? Oh, I did more than just see it. This was around the time when the fighting with the Nerva's faction had escalated into all-out war, you understand. I'd been assigned to an anti-aircraft cannon and was actively surveying for enemies when this silver vessel flew into view. Some kind of new war machina, I presumed, so I opened fire and knocked it out of the sky. Presumed? You mean you never got to look at the wreckage? We were at war. I wasn't about to venture onto the battlefield to indulge my curiosity. It's probably still out there somewhere. We have to find that flying, or should I say, fallen silvery saucer. Do you have any idea where it crashed? Not an exact location, no. Then we'd best have the god's own luck. Garlemald's capital region encompasses malms and malms of icy wilderness. If I may, do you happen to remember the approximate speed and bearing of the saucer, and the position and firing angle of the cannon? More or less, I think. An artillerist without a head for numbers wouldn't be long for the profession. That would be sufficient. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna need a gif of this. Oh, I was hoping he would have fallen down. I have it. The starship impacted the Earth 1,367 yalms to the northeast of our current location, give or take a few yalms. How in the seven hells did you arrive at that conclusion? Don't ask him to do the math for you. Elementary algebra, my dear Delian. Assuming the craft belonging to Master Pew-Pew's comrade is of similar composition, determining its trajectory was trivial. Aha! My brilliant clone, ladies and gentlemen. I was about to offer the self-same conclusion, but once again he has beaten me to the punch. Hooray for Inspector Brandehild! Ah, I seem to have stolen my progenitor's thunder. My apologies. 1,367 or so yalms to the northeast of here. That improves the chances of our search from near hopeless to rather hopeful. Let's go and find this fallen saucer, shall we? Didn't even try to hide him that time.
Nope.
Wait, hide who?
Not you, stalker.
You got okay. Where the whole time you were reading, I was flying around trying to find him, and he's nowhere around. So now I'm speeding through all the words trying to catch up to you guys.
Ah.
Sorry. What he would that bullshit right? Oh, you know why? Because the other guy's right there. Okay. All right. The infamous black suit man. All right. Sorry. Yeah, he wasn't there earlier. I was just gonna say that if anybody looked for him before you started or not. But I kept flying around looking. I went all the way around their base of it twice. I was like, where the
Yeah.
hell is he?
When we arrived and Nashu wasn't there yet, I assumed we wouldn't find him.
Yeah. Is there a kitty cat snoring in your room, Emma?
No.
Sounds like it. There you go.
I'm snacking on Cheerios.
Well,
I don't
that's
know if
not
that's
snoring.
sounds like snoring or not.
Nope.
A pot half buried in the snow.
Yeah.
Nothing alien to speak of.
Check him out. He's hiding behind 2 sticks. Awesome.
That he's holding in his hands.
Yeah. He's a master of disguise.
Well, that's more than enough to hide from Nashu, so.
Well, she's sleeping as
Oh,
per
yeah.
usual.
It might be important for him to watch her then.
True. Wouldn't do to have her just pass out in the snow and die, so. Yeah, it'd probably be best to check near Brandahild first, because he's probably the one that knows exactly what we're looking for. Although promising at first glance, a closer inspection reveals this debris to be the wreckage of some vanquished war machina. Had someone thought to record the wind speed and direction, I might have calculated the crash site to the nearest ilm instead. Okay, that's a good Radogan name. Bronze Garnish. A scorched and twisted scrap of metal plating. A starship like Pew Pew's could well have been reduced to a similar state if it were hit by artillery rounds. Oh, what have you found there? An exterior panel. This is from my friend's starship, I am sure of it. Debris from the crash landing. I see no other pieces in the immediate vicinity, which means the vessel may have weathered the barrage and made good its escape. Another possibility is that your comrade recovered most of the wreckage, or some as yet unknown party did. You're saying someone may have made off with our cosmic visitor, saucer and all? I say, this is altogether a different kind of alien abduction. Has anyone seen Nashu? Now that you mention it, where is my loyal assistant? Help! You have to help! My beloved Miss Nashu has been kidnapped! Some cad claiming to be an agent of Dr. Lugay came and took her away. He told me to tell you, and I quote, "If you want your precious companion returned alive, then the Warrior of Light must present himself at the Tower of Babel, specifically the Magitech Servicing Facility. Don't forget that part." The gall! The temerity! The audacity! My stalwart aide, spirited away under my very nose? My apologies, but who are you? A close acquaintance of Nashu, I assume? Me? No. I wish. I mean, I just happened to be passing through this snowfield. I'm a snowflake inspector. You see, no two alike and all that. Anyway, enough about me. You need to go and save Miss Nashu. At last, a chance to stretch my legs. What say you, my son? Shall we get this rescue mission underway? Indeed we shall. They left without us, even though this doctor fellow asked for you by name. Curious.
I like the robot a lot better.
He's definitely better at this job, yes. Looks like we might be in a disband party moment. Good luck, everybody, in remembering what your buttons do. I've collected what evidence remained of the crash, but solving this mystery will have to wait. The case of the abducted assistant calls. I think this might be the first solo duty we've had in one of these.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the Tower of Babel. All shall fall before Super Lugay. With this new and improved body, revenge will finally be mine. You will release Nashu this instant. What are you two doing here? I specifically asked for the adventurer. Begone before I unleash my fury prematurely. Oh, this promises to be a proper battle. I see no reason to trouble the Warrior of Light. We tackle this menace as father and son, the Manderville men, together. Agreed. Oh, are we gonna have to play as one of the Mandervilles?
I think so.
I'll not waste my appetite for vengeance on the side dishes. Hired thugs, time to earn your pay. Well, if they're gonna make us play as the Mandervilles, please let us be Godbert.
Right.
Oh, a little warm-up before the main event. Get them!
At least he's got a hammer.
Yes, we are Godbert.
For now. Halfway through we switch. I'm sure.
I would also like it noted that Hildebrand is doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Your lackeys were found lacking. Come out and face your fate. Insolent worms, the sun will be the first to die. What is this impending dread?
I like number 3.
You survived my missiles, then enjoy some leftover war machina. So Godbert is the One Punch Man. Good to know.
Ah. That is totally, yeah, the side-to-side run rush. Did you notice that on what you call it, the Blizzard page? They got One Punch Man. Yeah, okay. I was surprised. I saw it and I was like, oh, I didn't even talk to you about it yesterday. I was going to ask you about it today.
Now's our chance.
Looks like Godbert's in God mode too. I'll be waiting for what's his name? Hildebrand. I don't know. He didn't go to outer space again.
Huh. Things seem to be well in hand. Don't get ahead of yourself. There you are, my loathsome nemesis. I saved something special just for you.
Is he time walking? Time freeze.
That was a lovely nap. Oh, did someone build a Magitech servicing facility while I was asleep? Nicely done, Inspector Brandehild. Once more, the clone has put the original to shame. Inspector, please, I am but a pale imitation of your ideal.
Oh boy.
Ha! I knew keeping company with the famous warrior of light would lead me to a worthy challenge, worthy of breaking a sweat at least. You've done all the work for me. Work? This? 'Twas but a playful skirmish compared to your usual do-or-die dilemmas. The villain is vanquished, and Nashu is returned to us safe and sound. I say we head back to Razatan to regroup and rethink our position. Our comrade yet lives, Your comrade yet lives, Master Pew Pew. I am certain of it. Take heart, and let us continue the search.
Oh, I love it when they bring us back.
Indeed.
And I loved my kick. That was the best.
Yes, I like that we actually
Yeah.
participated in the cutscene.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Although I think KJ might be wishing he was a Lalafell again.
Yes. That would have been badass. I didn't hear if you read any of that, so I don't know if you got muted or what.
I did read it, but one of the issues when we do like the little separate duties, I have no idea where you guys are. So
I'm heading out right now, so. Yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't hear him read, so I just started reading it and pushing it, of course.
Mhm.
They're going on. But yeah, I'm liking the clone better because he pulls out the whole oh, come on, Sherlock Holmes stop, think, calculations, and then goes. And it's Downey Jr.'s
Mhm.
Sherlock Holmes. So it's like, oh, I like this. I like this.
Both the Stalker. I don't know what I would have done had Miss Nashu been harmed. Clearly, I need to track her comings and goings even more closely.
Oh shit. Boy.
I mean, all he'd have to do is somehow convince Hildebrand that Hildebrand needs this backpack, and he'd have Nashu carrying it around everywhere, and he can just hide in that.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a couple items in there, and then he just like say what he wants. He sticks his hand in, and the little guy hands it to him.
And Nashu says, I remember standing in the snow and dreaming of being warm. Then suddenly I wasn't cold anymore. Isn't that odd? Maybe I should fall asleep in uncomfortable places more often.
Oh my hand.
And I hope at some point we get the sitting emote that
Oh, that would be awesome.
Brandahill does.
Oh yeah. Drink our cup of tea and calculations.
To Garlemald and back have we journeyed, yet this is just the beginning of the case of the silent correspondent. Come, my friends, the shard of the saucer we secured shall lead us onwards to new discoveries. Howdy, Kyle. Wait for me, Inspector. I don't know which way is onwards. I should follow him, shouldn't I? Wait! Wait for me! A final word from yours truly, if I may. The complexities of of Godbrand's techniques have me flummoxed, I confess, but I do believe this recent spot of exertion has proved just the inspiration I required. When you are ready to proceed with our endeavor, pray drop a word in Master Geralt's ear. I shall make myself available forthwith. Until our next meeting. Thank you for assisting me with my investigations. Once again, our travels were rife with inexplicable phenomenon, and yet I am no closer to exposing Pew Pew's well-concealed conspiracy. He will slip up one day, though. And you and I will be there to catch him. Meanwhile, somewhere in Thavnair,
Oh.
for a second there, I was wondering why I was in the wrong clothes.
Yeah, I thought this. I was like, that looks like it.
That explains why he keeps coming back.
You took my coin and you failed. What audacity that you should return, seeking my largesse once more. I deserve your scorn, but I promise you, your plans are in danger so long as that tenacious pest yet lives. I know of a path to victory, a forbidden path, one which demands the manifestation of the divine. You have my attention. The song has lyrics now. And now we seem to have a quest over at the Great Work, which I assume would be our relic quest. I completely forgot there was an aetheryte over here. Geralt isn't immediately shooing you away, which means he must have something to share. How are you finding that Manderville weapon of yours? Seeing as mine was the hand at the forge, the answer you're looking for is bloody marvelous. Still, it could always be better, and it sounds like Godbert's ready to bring on the bare bones of what we've produced so far. I shall call upon his lordship. Ah, so good of you to come. I had my nose buried in that mystifying manual for what seems an age or more, and my decoding efforts have at last borne delicious fruits. 'Twould seem that to further enhance the etherical conductivity of our weaponry, we must apply yet another variety of meteorite, which, as one produces spark by smashing one rock against another, a rare condorite is in this case. The true key to the process, however, is something rather more intangible. Well, don't leave us hanging, you over-dramatic peacock. Tell us already. My ancestors' tome is, well, it is as much journal as it is instructional guide, and Goldbrand details a history of failure to elevate his creations. As he was an accomplished warrior as well, he thus removed himself to the farthest reaches of the wilds, where he sought to vent his frustrations upon the most fearsome fiends that crossed his path. Post-battle clarity filled his mind, and miracle of miracles, his next attempt at augmentation was a resounding success. So you see, the missing ingredient in Godbrand's recipe for refinement was the sublime tranquility achieved in the wake of invigorating victory. I myself received the blessings of battle-based enlightenment on my travels here with the Warrior of Light, following a mildly strenuous encounter with one Dr. Luge. However, I contend, Master Geralt, that your martial meditation is as yet woefully inadequate. Huh? You think me smashing skulls instead of ingots will somehow improve me forging instincts? I guarantee it. In fact, until you triumph over this trial, I suspect the next rung of Manderville mastery will forever remain out beyond your reach. Not that I expect you to charge blindly into fisticuffs. Nay, sir. I have prepared for you the perfect opponent. If you would be so kind as to join Master Geralt at Windwith, I shall be with you momentarily. The hammering continues.
Where did you go?
To the aetheryte nearest to the spot we're supposed to go. You're at the right place now. Oh, that's not you. That's Zora.
See you guys.
Rhyodai fibers?
Yeah. Rivada fibers.
Rivada. Terrible.
I have no idea if I pronounced it correctly.
Yours sounded more confident than mine, that's for sure.
Well, I have been voicing Hildebrand and Godbert all night. Well, here I am. So where's me perfect opponent? Eager to begin, I see. Capital. Follow me, and we can get to this clarifying combat underway.
Gonna fight us. No. Hmm.
Huh? A flimsy little mammoth? I ain't a warrior, but feast your eyes on these corded arms. If this were a tavern brawl, the smart coin would be on the smithy. As it should be. Which is why I've set this fellow's battle perimeter to the maximum level. Alright, then let's do this.
Shit.
Tricky little bastard.
Cheeky too.
I know what this calls for. Oh no. A generous application of Manderville mandated lubrication. Oh, at least he's doing it himself. What'd you just slather me with? Only the finest Salamanderville, my good man. Feel it sink into your muscles and augment your natural prowess. 'Tis the oil of champions. You know, I do feel oddly powerful. Yeah, that's about what I expected to happen. Ha! Take that, Tin Man. What a rush. I never wanted to forge some so badly. Is this that battle enlightenment you was on about? The very same. If your heightened state of awareness in your heightened state of awareness, our enhancements are sure to be flawless. Now let's get to work. As before, your job is to bargain for meteorite chunks from Jubrana. Rowena knows the supplier with the coordinate we need. I'll head back and warm up the furnace. Oh, even at its weakest, watching my Mamet do battle is always a treat. Yeah, he did not have that thing on the highest difficulty setting. Yes, I actually had this axe-wielding gentleman set to his lowest parameters. And while the Salamanderville does stimulate circulation, it has no other special effects. The most daunting opponent you see is the prison of the mind. Even should the battle itself be a charade, the positive momentum one gains from prevailing in what was perceived to have been a mighty struggle is no less real. Now, if you would kindly see to procuring the Chordite, or the Chondrite, I must attend to my part in the preparations. And yep, they cost 500, and you need 3 of them. And it's the complementary chondrite. Of course, I don't have enough to buy all 3, so I'm not going to buy any of them yet. All right, guys, I believe we have now caught up, and I believe we will be calling the stream here. But it's always good to have another little adventure with Hildebrand Manderville and his loyal band of idiots. But I will be back tomorrow with more Final Fantasy IX. Until then, I want to thank y'all for joining me. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time, and have a good night.